was glad that I found out on this side of freedom as opposed to still being incarcerated.
He thought he had a cold when he was released on parole from the Danville Correctional Center, but instead it turned out to be COVID-19. Good evening. I'm Jessica Coons in for Paul and Jennifer. Craig Hardaway is one of more than 150 inmates and staff to come down with the virus there. This comes as leaders of the Department of Corrections are sharing how the fight against COVID-19 is going in their facilities. WCI3's Jen Lask is live in our newsroom. Jen, you listened to a Senate hearing with IDOC this morning. What did you find out?
Well, Jessica, the acting director of IDOC said that COVID-19's outbreak has presented a unique infections control challenge within these correctional facilities. Now, State Senator Jill Tracy asked about medical treatment in correctional centers, saying she's heard reports of inmates' conditions worsening while waiting to see physicians, and that's something inmates' families have told us as well. Jeffrey says they're trying to get ahead of a backlog of cases across facilities and are even testing a pilot telehealth program with UIC in northern state centers. I spoke with Craig Hardaway today, an inmate who was released on parole last week. He says he wasn't tested and then went to see family.
I feel horrible. Everybody started to go get tested. So far, we haven't had a positive result. So that's good. But I feel horrible. I'm thinking I'm good.
Mass testing at the facility went into effect this Wednesday in response to the outbreak. Of course, as we said, Hardaway had been released the week before. He says he called the mother of his cellmate once he got his test results from an urgent care after his release. His cellmate is now waiting for his own results. Hardaway says he thinks the warden at Danville is doing the best she can at enforcing COVID-19 rules, but not everyone takes it seriously. Now, the state senators also asked about vaccines and where IDOC falls on that priority list. Right now, state health staff members at the facilities are at the top of the priority list, but there's no word yet where the rest of the staff and inmates would fall on that list. Back to you.
All right, interesting, Jen. Thank you. Now, Illinois prison populations have dropped 19% since the start of the pandemic, partly because of furloughs. Right now, 198 inmates at adult transition centers have been furloughed, along with 22 men and women with medical issues and 17 new mothers. The state's 7-day